My name is Cohen Bryant. I'll play tight end and also linebacker.
My name is Darius Ellison. I play D-line.
I'm Elijah Buffington. I play running back and linebacker.
My name is Romano Sanchez, offensive line.
Welcome back, everybody, to today's Times Football Media Day, the 2026 edition, where today we'll be talking with each of the 11 programs in Hall County about the upcoming season. I'm sports editor Bill Murphy, and I'm joined by my dedicated sports writer, David Friedlander. But before we get started, we'd like to say how grateful we are for the sponsorship of this event provided by Northeast Georgia Health System, along with our friends at Jackson EMC. Next, we're joined by East Hall High. In 2025, the Vikings finished 3-7 for now sixth-year coach Matt Turner. Coach Turner, guys, first of all, thank you for joining us today. Coach, tell us who you brought with you today and tell us a little bit about him.
First off, thank y'all for having us. I always love this event. You guys do a fantastic job putting this together, and it's always exciting because you know the season's right on the horizon, so we enjoy that. But today I got Elijah Buffington with us, a senior, Darius Ellison, senior, Cohen Bryant, senior, and on the far end down there, Servando Sanchez, senior. All these guys are here for a reason. They've been 3-year starters for us. They've been outstanding football players, but beyond that, they've just been outstanding members of our program. Great kids, do things the right way, and they're the unquestioned leaders of our team this year. You know, we lost a lot of seniors last year, and these guys have relished their opportunity, and they're excited and ready to go.
Guys, I can go ahead and throw this question down to you next. Coach pours a lot of positive energy into this program. How are y'all able to feed off of that?
I say really just showing up to practice and doing what we're supposed to do, and like passing it down to the younger generation that's upcoming. So we just gotta really step up and be the leaders that we're supposed to do. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I say, pick up off what my teammate said, just, the younger generation, passing it down to them, picking up off of what coach is telling us. We've been 3-year starters, so, we not new to this. We true to it. So we know we just got to stay with it and everything.
I would say, too, like you were talking about coach's positive energy, a bunch of people look at our record and think we don't have talent or whatever. They see that 3-7 and they're like, oh, East Hall, whatever. But coach every day telling us we're right there. Like I think I seen it the other day. We had lost the game by 1 point, 2 points, 10 points, something like that. So We're right on the cusp, and we really think this year is going to be our breakout year. And we're hearing it every single day. This is a new team, it's a new year. Coach tells us all the time he loves this group. So I think that positive energy just helps us stay motivated and to stay hungry and just not listen to the outside voice. Coach Dix, I play basketball too. He talks about rat poison all the time from the media. He's like, that's rat poison. You know what you got. You just got to listen, stay with your brother, and stay connected. Listen to coach. So,
just pick up what all of them said. We just got to keep bringing up the younger generation and just help them and strive this new season that's coming up.
Let's kind of go back to last year. You kind of touched on there were like two, or at least like you said, 2 or 3 games where you were right there, and a point here, a point there. It could have been a much different season. And something else you brought up, Cohen, was being part of that basketball team that, remember, started the season something like 2-14 and parlayed that into the to the state semis. And the soccer team was kind of like that too. So there's precedent here. So my question would be, have you guys pinpointed a few things, 2 or 3 things that you feel like you have to actually happen to be able to make that kind of happen again, or without having to struggle that much early on, so to speak?
Well, I would say number one is picking up where we left off last year. We lost a lot of talent from last year's team, no doubt about it. But these guys were part of that. They were part of that group. They were part of that process. So they know what it takes. So we don't look at it as a start over. It's pick up where we left off. And that's learn from the little mistakes that we made, because that's what it came down to. Some of our closest losses were just little things here and there, whether it was a snap or a drop, a missed tackle, whatever the case may be. So learn from that and pick up where we left off, and hopefully that helps us get over the hump.
Like Coach was saying, I really just think it's the little things. Like it wasn't big stuff really that caused it. Like three of our games came down to one play at the end of the game. So you take that 3-7 and add 3 wins onto that off of one play. I mean, like Coach was saying, we're right there. We just got to get over that hump and focus. We're focusing on the details. Just trying to every snap, just playing snap by snap, not focusing like he says all the time. Surrender the outcome. Just focus on this play, one play at a time. But, yeah, I think if we do that, focus on one play at a time, focus on the little things, we should be right there.
And one question that's obviously important since this is a season preview, this year you're going to have to replace the production that you got from Jamarcus Harrison last year, 3,000-yard quarterback. What are some pieces in place and people that can help you pick up from there so your team doesn't have a drop-off?
I've had this question a lot, but, Jamarcus was a big piece of our program. Great kid. He's on to bigger and better things, and we're excited for him. But I've said it from day one, and Cohen kind of touched on this. I love this group. And you know what I love about them is it's their turn. A lot of these guys have been twos. I think Cohen is the only returning starter in the skill group from offense last year. But it's their turn, and it's their time to be the number one. It's their time to be the guy, to relish in their opportunity. So all these guys will help us with that. And then we got a group of receivers right now that I am very excited about. Luis Reynaud's had a great offseason. Jamad Ellison's had a great offseason. Travis Rowland, Jody Dudley, who's our upcoming quarterback. We're very excited what we're seeing out of him. He's getting better and better and better every week. He's progressed so much since the spring. He's going to go through his lumps being a first-year starter. We know that. He's going to make some mistakes. But he's going to come through it too, and he's going to make a lot of plays for us. So we're really excited about them. And then I want to touch on Servando down there, our offensive line last year. Jamarcus had a great season, and our running backs had a great season because our offensive line had gotten so much better. And that's a big shout-out to Servando and all our other offensive linemen for the amount of work they've put in to help us get better up front, which led to more offensive success.
At the same time, you've got your leading tackler coming back on defense here. Let's talk about that unit here because there were some struggles at times last year, but I'm sure there's a lot more optimism this year about that unit.
For sure. And one thing where I said pick up where we left off and learn from our mistakes, a lot of that's on the defensive side of the ball. It is learn from the mistakes we made there, pick up the pieces there, and just play cleaner football and not give up so many explosive plays. Eli's an outstanding football player, and he's going to play a lot more both sides of the ball this year, but he is a fantastic defensive player. Darius at D-tackle, setting the tone for us there because it starts up front. So we feel really, really good about the pieces we have on defense and then simplifying and just being a little bit more sound in what we're doing, we think will help us tremendously on that side of the ball as well.
This season you're moving up to Region 8-4A, but it's a lot of teams you're already familiar with. Talk about the strength of this region because one noticeable piece will not be there anymore with Jefferson. But you'll get to play Cherokee Bluff, West Hall, and some teams you're very familiar with.
Jefferson coming out of the region. I love Jefferson, but not mad to see them go. But yeah, it didn't change a whole lot. Playing Cherokee Bluff, West Hall, Monroe area is still in there. Oconee, we know what type of football teams they have. All those teams are tremendously coached. But we see it right there. It's there for the taking, and we saw that last year. If we play good football and keep ourselves in ball games and give ourselves a chance to win at the end, we feel like we can be right there. I like this region because you get some teams outside of the area, but there's also that Hall Countiness to it, where you're playing some crosstown rivals. You're playing a West Hall. You're playing a Cherokee Bluff, and we're even playing North Hall that's not even in our region. So it's a good mixture, but we know that the region's going to be tough. We know the obstacles in front of us, but we're looking forward to it.
And since you mentioned North Hall, was that the most memorable game you've ever been a part of, given I think it was 2:30 in the morning that game ended?
Yeah, I think that game just ended a few minutes ago. But
Yeah.
Probably the most memorable game I've ever been a part of, yeah. Would have been a lot more of a better memory if the outcome had been a little different. But just all that went on that night, that was a crazy night. But, it was definitely something different. Finishing the game at 2:30 in the morning was crazy. But, just been a little bit sweeter if we were on the other side of it.
I'll just pass this down to them. Obviously, you're only a couple of weeks away from teeing it off. Regular season begins. How excited are you for another go, another regular season?
I'm very excited. This is my last year, all of our last year, so it's really just a year, just like I said earlier, for the younger generation, for the upcoming classmen, that we really just got to focus on them and continue to do better up on the younger side.
Yeah, like he said, just, young guys and everything, like this group right here, we grew up with each other since kids and everything. So I am excited about this group and everything. This is the last mission, so I'm ready to go.
Kind of like they were saying, I've been with these kids for like 5 years now, going on it. One last ride with my guys, and for the younger kids too, we're trying to change that narrative that people have on East Hall. We're trying to leave a legacy here, and get that narrative flipped. So I think we need to start laying the foundation down for our younger guys too with this season.
I'm very excited, and they said just keep on building, helping everybody out. And this season we just put a bow on it and just keep riding.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Fans, make sure you go out and support East Hall at some point this season. Guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank y'all for having us.
Thank you.